Guys, today we're gonna be flipping cars until we could buy my dream car. Now, many years ago when me and Lenny started Backspeed Boys, I had this $1,700 jalopy C3 Corvette. It was kind of a POS, but while we fixed it up and made it pretty fun, the entire time I was thinking one day I'm gonna buy a C6 Z06. Now, many years have passed, but today we're gonna do that. Now, a C6 Z06 is about, $50,000 for a clean one. I don't have $50,000 right now. Any dime I make goes right back in the channel. Now, while we don't have $50,000 laying around, we've both learned the skill of flipping cars in order to make a quick profit. So today's challenge is we're gonna take that skill that we learned to the ultimate test and see if we can profit $50,000 from many different flips. That way we could buy my dream Z06. So let's hop on Facebook Marketplace and find our first deal. Okay guys, in order to find a good car to flip, we want to stick to the cars that are very desirable, have like a very enthusiast-based audience. So that means, stick shift is a plus, a good color is a plus, and stick to the cars that that there's a huge fan base behind. So stay away from the more, weird and obscure cars. That's step one. Step two is either buy a car that's very undervalued or just lowball the shit out of people. Both methods can work. Right here, we got a C5 Corvette. It is in a pretty cool color. It's 9,500, it's a 2003, so it's a later year model. That's a good thing. It's got 103,000 miles. It's not the worst. 9,500 is gonna be too much. I think this car could sell all day long for about 8,000, which means I need to get it under 8. So let's offer 6. I'm gonna say 6,000 cash today. Send that and we'll see. Let's keep looking.
A lot of the deals we get on this channel come down to literally lowballing until you find someone that's willing to take it. Here, check this out. It's definitely a little bit more of a rare car. It's a 2000 Jaguar XJR for 5,500, but only 86,000 original miles. So selling this is definitely still gonna be a little harder, but it's a supercharged V8, and he's only asking 55, which means I could potentially get this for maybe 35?
It's a cool car, and I would definitely want it.
That's a ton of car.
It's cool, but I think we're gonna have to pass. That's gonna be a tough car to sell.
Yeah.
We got to send out another 100 messages just to find one good car. So we ended up finding a black W140 Mercedes S500 and we got the guy down to 1,500 bucks. This is a car that I could easily sell for 4,000 to 5,000, so of course we had to go check it out. Turns out the car was mega clapped and it was a mechanic selling the car, which usually is not a good sign. It had wiring issues, the paint was cooked, and the engine and transmission was actively dripping. I thought this car was much cleaner than it actually was, and this example would be a nightmare to sell, so we had to pass on this one. It's just part of the process. Luckily, I found another car, a very rare color C4 Corvette, so of course we had to go check it out. It had some minor issues, but all easy fixes. The big deal is that it only has 80,000 miles, and we got the guy down to 5,600. And I think with a little bit of work, we could make this a $10,000 car all day long. Black Rose Metallic is a highly sought after C4 Corvette color, so this is the perfect car to flip. Just a quick Google search and a C4 with more miles, same color, goes in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. So I think we're in the money here. Okay guys, we're pulling up to the shop right now. This car is so cool. It's like a little 80s time capsule, even though I wasn't alive during the 80s. But I mean, the entire interior, the gauges, it's so vintage and cool. You can hear the door locks bouncing on and off. That's some electrical issue that we're gonna have to fix. One of these lights stays on. That's why the car has a kill switch. So we're gonna have to fix that wiring as well. But overall, the car's driving pretty well. You could probably use some tires, probably use an oil change, but it's all there. We got great oil pressure, no check engine lights. The locks are going a little crazy right now, but nothing terrible. The seats are really nice. They're pretty comfortable too. Overall, I think this is a great find. Now, what makes this Corvette very special is it's got the black rose metallic paint, super rare. It's basically purple. It looks really cool in this car. And of course, this is a one-of-one Corvette built on a Tuesday afternoon. It was rainy that day, a little bit cloudy. The guy who built the engine, his name was Jesse. Jesse's got a girl, I want to make her mine. The typical Corvette owner stuff. Overall, guys, I think we got a great buy. I think we can make some money with this car. So let's pull it into the shop and take a look at what we just picked up. That's right, we snagged this absolute gem, and I'm so excited to dive deep into what this car has to offer. But first, we gotta quickly rinse it off. I wanna see what that thick layer of dirt is hiding. maybe some deep scratches or cracks. Luckily, the body's very straight. The paint looks original. We have these beautiful turbine wheels. This is actually one of my favorite stock wheels, and it fits the car so well. And while I was wiping down the car, I started to fall in love with it. But then I looked over my shoulder and got a glimpse of what's waiting for us in hopefully a few months from now. A red hot Z06. So gotta stay focused and locked in if we want that. Can't be getting too attached to the cars we buy along the way. Okay guys, this car has cleaned up pretty well. I mean, this paint is so nice. There's a lot of swirl marks and we'll buff it and really bring it back to life, but it's such a cool color. I know we're trying to flip this car and make some money, but it's gonna be tough to sell this thing. This thing is so cool, I love it so much. Look at this. So you pop the hood. Oh man, this car, I know they're the most hated Corvettes, but they're truly the most underrated. They are so cool, they're not very fast, but there's so many cool things that really just make it a fun car. So we got, of course, the pop-up headlights, which they're in pretty good shape, so that's good. We got the LT1. So the later models have the LT1, which is a better engine. It makes more power, but it has this dreaded omni-spark issue. So the distributor, instead of being back here like on every other small block, is underneath the water pump. What happens is when the water pump goes out, it leaks out of the weep hole and it leaks water and coolant right onto your ignition system, causing it to go out, and it's kind of a pain in the ass job to do. It's not the worst in the world, we've done much worse. But it's just a little bit more intensive of a job than it typically would be. Whereas the earlier models had the distributor in the back, but that engine just doesn't make as much power. This one's got a better cam, better flowing heads. But look how cool it is, the way the car opens up, and I could full on get in here. I could even sit on the tire when working on this engine. It's like a race car, guys. It really is like a vintage 80s supercar that was just mass produced. There's a lot of wires, a lot of fuel injection, AC, all kinds of stuff. We got a lot of wires over here, which is a little concerning. We got a kill switch right here for the battery. Not only does it have a cool engine and a cool way that the hood opens up and you have access to everything, but this is a mid-engine sports car. So when people say, oh yeah, the C8 is a mid-engine, that's a rear mid-engine. This is a front mid-engine. The engine, the entire engine is behind the front axle, giving it amazing balance, giving it amazing handling characteristics. And that's one of the coolest things with the Corvette is that, it is kind of like that sporty American muscle car, but there's a lot of engineering that makes it so it's actually like a decent handling car. These are much better handling than any Mustang or Camaro. Engine bay, sick as hell. But I'm gonna show you my second favorite part about this car. I know there's a lot of plastic and you hear the plastic bending and cracking. That's just part of, owning a Corvette, but it's got such a sick vintage interior, and we have a Targa top, which means I could remove this top and make it a convertible anytime I want. So right here in the glove box, we got a supplied ratchet with a little torque bit. It's even locked on, like it doesn't come off. It's like made specifically for this. And there's 4 spots. So on a lot of other Corvettes, it's usually just a latch you undo. On this car, you actually have to unbolt these. Now you might be wondering, where do you put the top? We got a little button right here. That's right. It opens up the latch. So technically, this is a hatchback. So if you're looking for a very practical car, this is as practical as it gets. I mean, look how much room is here. Maybe you're wondering how many bodies you could fit back here. There you go. I fit back here. Actually, like semi-comfortably. So you want to take the top off, and it's pretty easy. You just remove that. There you go. It's got little like latches designed to hold it in place so it doesn't break your rear glass. And just like that, it's stored, it's put away. You can still fit things underneath and on top of it. And here we go. We basically have a convertible now. These cars are so cool. They're so insanely underpriced. You could pick up really clapped ones for dirt cheap, but clean examples go for a lot of money now. They're shooting up in value. Used to always be able to find a clean one for like about $5 grand. Now, clean ones are selling for 10 to 15, even more. So that's why I think we got a really clean one for a pretty clapped price, and we have an opportunity to make some money here and have some fun while doing it. Such an insanely awesome car. It would be a lot better if it had a stick shift, but Unfortunately, we couldn't find one cheap enough, but that's fine. There's plenty of people out there who want an automatic and will pay good money for it. So another really good thing about this car is typically when you find cheap cars, the radio doesn't work. This one does, and it's already been upgraded to, you know, like one of these flashy ones with all lights. It's got Bluetooth, it's got a spot for an aux, it's got a spot to charge your phone, like pretty much anything a typical person would want. So that's another selling point right there that could help us sell it. Look how little room is in the footwell. Like, it's insane. These cars are so unique with so many different, you know, things that are so different. I mean, look at these cup holders. Look how tiny they are. Okay, guys, this interior isn't terrible, but, you know, if I rub my hand on it, my hands do get a little dirty, so it could use a deep wash, could use a good vacuum. You know, when you sell a car, it's so great when the buyer comes, they open the door and it looks like a brand new car. It's just immaculate inside. It really seals the deal. So let's take some time and really go through this car and just clean it up. Really make it look like it's, you know, brand new off the showroom floor. So now we're gonna deep clean this car. Sometimes when flipping cars, this is all you have to do. You can buy a car on a Friday, clean it on a Saturday, and sell it on a Sunday and make a quick like 1,200 bucks just from cleaning it. So I'm vacuuming out all the leaves in the engine bay first. Then we move over to the interior. The floor mats typically get the worst from all the grime and dirt from your shoes, so we're gonna pull out all the bigger pieces first. Then I remove the whole floor mat thingy, making sure to get under the seats and surrounding areas. Now it's time to clean the carpet. This makes the carpet fresh and is a great way to remove terrible smells from cars, especially if there's cigarette smoke that has embedded itself into the carpet, or if someone stepped in dog shit and tracked it in. This car has these large side rails that you have to step over, so they get very dirty and need extra cleaning badly. Now we can take care of the floor mats separately and make them seem new again. Now moving on to the center console. It's all plastic and it melts from the 30 years of sunlight just destroying it. It's all sticky and gross, so we're gonna scrub the hell out of it. And then once it's clean, give it some plastic restorer. Now it's time to clean up the door panels, the seats, and the dash. The interior is already starting to look new again, and in order to get top dollar for this car, it's essential that we make every piece look as new as we can get it. Now that the interior is refreshed, it's time to give the paint some love too.
Now this car doesn't need to be cut, but there's tons of swirl marks. So to make it that much better, we're gonna be using a little bit of swirl-free polish remover, which is a lot less grittier and a little bit lighter of a pad. So let me take this off so I can show you the before and after. This stuff makes a difference, guys. So there, see all these swirl marks right here? Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit, not too much. Okay, so it's a little bit better, but we could probably get even a little bit more better. What, 30-year-old paint? It's not gonna be perfect, but check that out. So see how big the swirls are here? And when you go over here, there are still some little ones, but it's a lot better.
The paint is the coolest part of this car, and it's in good shape, except for all the scratches and swirl marks, so we're gonna make sure to hit every panel and make it as smooth as possible. These cars are made of fiberglass, which bends and moves differently than traditional steel or plastic, so the paintwork is a bit harder to maintain. Corvette owners know this, so if we can make it look really good, it'll reflect the condition of the entire car. And if you enjoy what you're seeing, maybe hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more videos on our hunt to get the Z06. It's crazy how easy it is to quickly buff the paint and remove swirl marks, but after years of using towels or even dirty microfiber cloths, or even just normal driving, the dirt gets on the paint and scratches it. Or God forbid you're one of those people who uses an automatic car wash where the crusty ass bristles just whip your car's paint to death. So it's not a bad idea to quickly buff your paint, remove the swirl marks, and get it to shine again. After hitting each and every panel, the car is glossy and smooth again. The color's more vibrant now and the purple just pops. All right guys, I wanna take a quick second and thank today's sponsor, Gear Wrench. As you guys know, we've been using their stuff for a super long time. The stuff is seriously awesome. And one of my favorite things is that they come in these pre-organized trays. Now with these modular sets, you get everything all in one nice, easy place. So you get your ratchet, you get your tools,
And look at that, you're working in no time. And what's super cool is they're now producing them in these high-vis formats where the wrenches are super easy to see, and they're even, look at that, the groove is painted with orange. So from super far away, I know what it is. I'm not sifting through a drawer, can't find the right size. This stuff is legit. Now, another thing I'm super stoked about is in this case. Let me show you. This right here is their 10.1 inch bi-directional diagnostic tablet. Not only does it just check engine lights, but it goes way deeper than that. You're doing maintenance on your car, you need to run an auto bleed procedure for your coolant system. This can get in there and show you all of the fine details in the computering system that most tablets can't. This specific kit comes with literally every adapter you would possibly need. So this right here is the BMW specific OBD1 port, and they even include that so you can plug it right in and it adapts to the tablet. Just that easy. So whether you need any good diagnostic tools or you want some sweet modular sets or a ton of other tools that they have in the inventory, go check out Gear Wrench. You could buy it at Home Depot, you could buy it online, and many other places. Link will be in the description. Go check them out.
Okay guys, the paint looks immaculate now. I mean, that purple, I know it's not purple, it's technically like black rose metallic. It's purple, let's be real. And that's what I love about this car. I mean, it's such a unique 80s color to go along with this car. It's honestly, it's like a Prince purple. But it looks great. Buffing it not only removed a lot of the swirl marks, but it helped get that color to pop a little bit. I think there was like a little bit of oxidation in the clear coat that now has come out. You know, windows are cleaned, interior's cleaned. We haven't really spent like any money, and this car's already so much more presentable. And it's easier to ask when you highball a higher price when the car just really meets those standards. It just looks so much better. Now, when it comes to functionality, the car runs pretty well, but I think we should give it a good tune-up. Whenever you're selling a car, it's nice to know that a car has had maintenance. So one of the easiest things we could do is change the oil and replace the spark plugs. Just good tune-up. Brand new spark plugs is a great way to get better gas mileage, a great way to just up the horsepower up to what it should be making. It looks like it's a little bit tricky in part of this car. Not the worst, but that leads me to believe that they probably haven't been changed in a little while. So we're gonna just bang that out real quick, put some fresh oil in it, and then go take it on, you know, another test drive. Changing out spark plugs in this car isn't too bad until you go towards the rear of the engine. Luckily, years of trying to access tight spots in all different types of cars have taught me how to be really creative and even modify tools if I have to so that I could access anything. A few years ago, this might have been a little bit of a tougher job, taking me an hour, 2 hours. Today, maybe 20-30 minutes if I take my time. Okay guys, let's see how the oil looks. Super tight. It's not bad, guys. This is good news. I mean, the car is running fine. It made good oil pressure, so I wasn't really worried, but you never know until you look. Brand new oil filter. Thingy's back on. Okay, we're gonna be using Liqui Moly 5W30 Moly Gen. So the green bottle with this yellow text. It says GM right there. So this should work perfectly great. This is some really cool oil, because watch. It's green, it looks like coolant. Yeah, we got plenty of oil. New spark plugs, brand new oil. I'm gonna just clean this up real quick, just because it'll make it look a whole lot better. So when someone pops that hood, they're like, look at this car, it's been well maintained. We replaced the spark plugs. We changed the oil. It's basically a rebuilt engine at this point, according to Facebook Marketplace. Yep. We don't need to go overboard. We don't want to make everything all slimy, but it makes it a little bit more presentable. Okay, now that we've messed with a lot of stuff, it's time to put this car to the test. So let's go do some light testing. Out of all the cars we've bought on this channel, and I know I'm always saying this, but really, this is my favorite car so far. The most hated Corvette. But really, I think it's one of the coolest sports cars you could buy cheap right now, and it's only a matter of time before people realize what a deal these things are. And you can't say, oh well, it's a bunch of cheap plastic, because that doesn't stop the Mark IV Supra from being worth $100,000. I mean, how many cars are out there that you can buy under $10,000 that come with a highly moddable V8 engine, possible 6-speed manual, pop-up headlights, cool retro styling, removable targa top, and while most 80s and 90s cars push strict emissions and safety rules, the C4 Corvette encouraged its drivers to push it to the limit. No, literally, there's a fucking sticker on the door telling you to try out its amazing 150 mph plus capabilities. This car is a legend, and that deep purple metallic is the cherry on top. So next time you want to fly down the highway blasting White Snake, remember it would be a whole lot cooler if you were in a C4 Corvette. But with that said, we can't lose sight of our goal, the 7-liter Viper-killing Z06. Well, there you have it, guys. This is an absolute badass car. It's just so awesome, so cool. But you may be wondering, what is this car worth right now? What can we get for it? And what can we profit? So we are well under $6,000 into this car. And if you go online and look up on Google, with 80,000 miles in its current condition, it's worth between 8 to 10,000. But if it's considered a little bit of better condition, it could be worth all the way up to 16,000. That's what Google says, but if you look at the local comps, we're here in Southern California where prices are a little bit higher than like the national average. Just local comps, we got one right here. This has tons of mods, and this guy's asking 10 grand. If we go over here, here's one 1994, same year, 80,000 miles. They're asking 12,000 for this one. Another 1990, they're asking 10 grand for it. This one's a hardtop convertible, automatic. None of these are stick shift either. 11,000 right here. This one's crazy. They're asking 11.5 and it's got 155,000 miles. Pretty much double the mileage, and they're asking 11.5. This one right here, 1995. This only has 41,000 miles, but they're asking 14 grand for it. So just goes to show prices of C4s, people are asking a lot of money for. For being a 30-year-old car, it's in really good shape. We could probably sell this right now for $8,000, profit about $2,000 from essentially washing and cleaning the car and doing a little tune-up. Or what we could do is, I think there's a few mods we could add to this car that would really help me get maybe 13 or 14 for it, which would allow us to profit like possibly 5, if not more, from this car, which would be really good. So in order to hit that goal, I want to get that Z06 by the end of this year. We're going to need to do more cars, more flips, and we got to really try to focus on making like around 5,000 per car. I think that would be a good goal. So I already ordered the parts. We're going to be modding this car, make it worth a little bit more. So that will be the next episode. So make sure you subscribe, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. You go check out Backseat Boys merch at backseatboys.com. Make sure you like this video, and we're going to see you in the next episode.